Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. As you guys know, Bitcoin is broken out and has made a new all-time high and is continuing to break out even higher as we're currently sitting at over $23,000. This is a perfect opportunity for us to follow a lot of the altcoin charts because when Bitcoin breaks all-time highs is when all of the new money floods into altcoins, and that is when we see altcoin explosions. People that are investing right now and finding prime DeFi altcoins are going to set themselves up to make a financial fortune, which is why today we're going to dive in and I'm going to share with you guys 3 new DeFi picks that are guaranteed to make you guys some insane profits over the next couple months. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos like the one provided for you here. And make sure to join the fastest growing and the very best Discord community on crypto. My server has over 17,500 members and it's growing so fast. To join, all you guys have to do is click inside the description of this video and there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. Inside the Discord server, I also offer my VIP content like the video course and Signal. So if you guys want to copy every single trade that I take, follow my entire long-term portfolio, as well as get access to private VIP videos that I only make for members inside of my Discord, then make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video because then I'm going to take a couple minutes to explain how you guys can get signed up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. One final thought before we jump into the video is if you're a new guy getting into these markets and you want an extra study guide, you should download my free ebook. This is a guide that I wish I would have had when I first got into the markets in 2016, and it's going to teach you guys a lot of strategies that really would have helped me when I first got into the markets. So I know it's going to help you guys out a lot. That's why I made it free to download. So once again, guys, links are provided for you in the description to download that ebook. And with all that being said, guys, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty guys, so here we are taking a look at Bitcoin on the 3-day. As you can tell by the price expansion that we've had over the last couple days, this is the definition of price discovery. When Bitcoin breaks all-time highs and then everything just goes straight up parabolic, this is what's known as price discovery. And we have finally hit this point inside of Bitcoin. So we've been very bullish over the last couple weeks. I updated you guys and said how I wasn't expecting any type of breakdown right here. I was expecting we were going to break up. And that's exactly what has happened up to this point. And in fact, we've only continued to impulse even higher. If we drop it to a shorter time frame, let's go take a look here. We broke out of this triangle consolidation, and now we've pretty much just gotten vertical straight up. It is possible that we could see a little bit of a dip, maybe a little pullback. Are we going to have a pullback all the way back down to the breakout point? Probably not at this point. I would think it would be more likely that we would just get continuation if we're going to. But I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some type of a minor pullback in here. We did just go very parabolic. And so that's generally what happens. Now, when we look at this chart, guys, we got to understand here that when we get excited about Bitcoin breaking all-time highs, it really doesn't have so much to do about Bitcoin breaking all-time highs. It's more the reason we get excited for Bitcoin breaking highs is really just the reason that means altcoins take off. And so anybody that's really excited about Bitcoin breaking all-time highs, Bitcoin going into price discovery, finally breaking that $20,000 threshold that's been below for so long, anybody that's excited about that is merely just excited about the fact that their altcoins are going to be going up. I know that that's the case for me, and I think that everybody else it's the same case. You know, at the end of the day, we can make a lot of profit off of Bitcoin, and, you know, we can make more profit off Bitcoin than virtually any market out there, including the stock market, including precious metals. But at the end of the day, you know, we're always looking for altcoins for more profit. That's why I'm here. That's why the majority of people are here. You know, I can make a lot of money off Bitcoin, but I can make life-changing money off of altcoins. And that's really the biggest focus right now. So us getting excited by this breakout of Bitcoin at all-time highs, this is us just mainly getting excited for our altcoin portfolios because this is the point of the cycle where our altcoin portfolios are going to far surpass any Bitcoin returns. And this is why I wanted to give you guys my 3 altcoins for today because these 3 altcoins are going to be doing really well. And not only are these just 3 altcoins, but these are 3 DeFi altcoins that I've been watching a lot of. You know, DeFi has been the thing that I actually expect the majority of profits are going to come through DeFi. And so it's really smart to have some type of exposure to these these DeFi altcoins. I'm really bullish on them. I have exposure in a lot of them, aside from my long-term portfolio. And so I'm going to be looking to hold these ones long-term. And so for today's video, I wanted to dive in and give you guys my 3 DeFi altcoins that are basically going to be shoe-ins for instant profits. I think that these are going to be breaking out almost instantaneously. We're going to see a lot of profit coming from them over the next couple months. And that's really why I wanted to give them to you guys, because this is really the point where Bitcoin's breaking new all-time highs. It's in price discovery. This is where all that money floods into altcoins, and DeFi is going to be at the forefront of that. So I want to give you guys these 3 altcoins. So now, guys, let's actually dive into what those 3 altcoins are so that you guys know exactly what I'm expecting over the next couple months. Alrighty, guys, so first up on the list is going to be the great YFI, or Yearn Finance. You guys know I've been talking about this one on my channel for a while. Super bullish on this one, and it's done nothing but prove me right up to this point. We got our first bids over here at 14,444, so we accumulated our first bags here. We waited and it dropped, and then it dropped all the way back down to 8,900, and then we accumulated some more. So as it stands, these 2 red lines is where I accumulated my YFI, holding these ones long term, looking to just pretty much sit on it and see what it turns into. I really like the setup for the reasons that I've already made in prior videos. I just labeled this as a big 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 impulse, which basically means that this entire move from, you know, $2,500 all the way up to 40,000 equals 1 wave. This is just a big 1 wave, right? So this entire thing is just a 1 wave Elliott wave impulse, and we're getting ready for the 3 wave. And the 3 wave is going to be taking us to, I would say, at least 100 grand before YFI is going to be done. And then even then, we still have a whole other 5 wave to go. And so I'm actually really bullish on this one throughout the next year. That's why I'm holding this one long term. Just going to see what happens and turns into. Not trying to draw exact price targets, just trying to map out where I think price is headed, because it's very obvious this entire thing is just a 1 wave structure. And now from that point, we've actually got further confirmation, further impulses. And for my average entry price inside of this market, I'm currently sitting up about 140%. So we're currently sitting up quite a bit of profit. Really excited about this one. Going to hold this one and see what it turns into. As it stands right now, this to me just looks like a ascending triangle formation where prices actually start growing on this trend. We make this horizontal resistance, and then we make this diagonal upsloping trend line. We can see that we're upsloping throughout here. We have horizontal resistance here. And really, this is the point in the cycle where we're going to start breaking out. The more that a pattern coils within a triangle, the weaker that that triangle gets, and it's more likely that it actually falls out on the bear side. But the quicker that it breaks out, the more strong that that pattern is, and that obviously means that we'd be getting to upside further, and quicker, I should say. And so this is what I'm going to be watching out for with YFI. Overall, it looks exceptionally bullish, and it actually looks a lot like what we saw early days with Ethereum. So in the early days of Ethereum, this is a lot like what Yearn Finance looked like, where it went through the accumulation, makes its big impulse, makes this sharp decline, and then once it bottoms out, it ends up making this same type of ascending triangle formation before we ultimately broke out of that and then went into price discovery, right? This was even a 1 wave impulse. So not only that, but the same Elliott wave theory rules apply to this. This entire move was just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A, B, C correction. So this entire move was wave 1. And then wave 3 was the big one that took us all the way to $450. The same thing is going to be... The same thing can be said here about Yearn Finance today. It's just a 1 wave impulse followed by an ABC correction. We're starting this ascending triangle, and then this is what's ultimately going to be leading us into this 3 wave structure, which I expect to take us well above $100,000. So be watching out for Yearn, guys. This is one that's going to be really bullish. It is actually still really cheap in retrospect to where it's going to be going. So make sure you have this one on your list. Alrighty, guys, next up on the list today is going to be AAVE. This is one that I'm really bullish about, that I talked about recently. And the reason I'm so bullish on this one is because we've basically broken all-time highs and we're pretty much in price discovery. As it stands right now, if we drop to a shorter time frame, you guys are going to be able to see that we have a perfect example of a V bottom right here. We had the high of the cycle. We had this sharp decline. We found support about previous support of the previous all-time. We found support on the previous high of that last all-time high. And then we immediately got this dip bought up instantly. We bought up, and then we ended up rallying all the way above the previous resistance. And now this is basically just completing a textbook V bottom. Now, do we need a bigger correction back down? It is possible. Do I think it's likely? No. I actually think that we're going to end up consolidating and then breaking out basically where we're at right now. I think that that's a lot more likely, especially with what we're seeing inside of Bitcoin today. And so I really, really like this setup. I think that this one is basically guaranteed profit because of the fact we are in price discovery. You know, we're higher highs above all the previous resistance. Yes, there is technically more risk when buying an asset when it is this parabolic, but overall, the way that this thing has been behaving and the way that we see the rest of the altcoins, I still think that this has a lot more upside potential still to come. And so we're going to be seeing a lot more expansion coming from this as we close out the rest of the next year. And so just be watching for this one. You know, overall, we've only ever had a breakout of the previous all-time high, which if we look what happened with Chainlink, if we look at what happened with virtually a lot of those other altcoins that have actually accumulated, broke out of their previous all-time highs, and then went into price discovery, we know that a lot of those are up significantly higher than when they originally broke out of that all-time high. And so considering the fact that we're pretty much right within that same range, you know, I'm honestly going to be targeting about $250 per AAVE. I really do think that we could be hitting up there towards those levels. It's not guaranteed or anything, and that's why I'm going to be taking profits along the way up. Not like I'm going to just hold exactly 250 and then sell. I'll take profits along the way up, but I really wouldn't be surprised if we come all the way up to hit $250 before any sizable correction. And so this is what I'm watching out for. This has been a DeFi leader. I expect it to continue to lead with DeFi. And then on top of that, we just got added to a Coinbase. On top of that, you know, these are all these big bullish catalysts that point towards more price discovery coming. So I'm expecting it to continue to go up. So be watching out for AAVE. Now the last one up on the list today is going to be synthetics. Now this is one that looks a lot like AAVE. It's just a little bit lesser of a pumped market cycle. But I really, really like what I see here with this one. You know, this thing just looks super bullish in my opinion. What we can see forming right now is just a classic inverse head and shoulder formation. Except this is honestly one of the more bullish inverse head and shoulder formations I think you'll find. Because basically this is just this, except this is just reversed, right? So this entire downslope, it looks exactly the same as what's coming on the upside, but the only difference is it's just reversed. And so this is a classic inverse head and shoulder. We're about to be breaking out of that neckline and heading towards those all-time highs where we're kind of consolidate, and then we'll head into price discovery. This is looking exceptionally bullish, and I expect it to continue to just kind of follow what's happening with AAVE. We're about like right here. I expect it to rally up to those all-time highs before breaking out and going into price discovery. My guess is AAVE is going to go into price discovery. Once AAVE goes into price discovery, synthetics will make its move up to the all-time highs. And then, you know, ultimately it'll be breaking out of those all-time highs and going into price discovery. But this is one I really, really like. I think that this thing is setting up. You know, we've had a little bit of an impulse up to this point, just one higher high, two higher highs. And so I think that this one should complete a 5-wave structure. It'll look something along the lines of this, maybe 1, 3, and then we'll get a 5-wave. Who knows how high it's going to get. It could get really parabolic, or it could be roughly the same size as the 3. We're just going to watch and see, and that's why I'm just going to do my part by taking profits once we start entering price discovery, because it's anybody's best guess what price we're going to end up falling to. And so anyways, guys, this is the video I had for you. I want to talk about my favorite 3 DeFi altcoins. These are the safest ones that I can find. These are the ones that seem to be the most logical for a shoe-in bet that these are going to be providing a lot of profit. You know, I really like these projects. I really think that they're going to do well. They've showed a lot of strength up to this point, and we're just right now betting on the strength in the market. With Bitcoin breaking all-time highs, that's really the go-to, that all of this new money is going to be flooding into altcoins. Well, what altcoins are going to be getting the brunt of all of this money? And that's going to be the best performing altcoins, which has been DeFi, which has been anything to do with that. We're going to be seeing those altcoins really take the front end of all of that new money, and that's going to be the ones that pump first, that pump the hardest, and show the most strength. And so that's why I wanted to give you guys these 3 altcoins, because I think that they're going to do really well. They're going to pump hard, they're going to show strength, and we have an opportunity to make a lot of money here. So as you guys as we wrap up this video, for the people that support this channel, that love what I do, you guys love my analysis here, and you want to know exactly what I'm doing with my money, you guys should really check out my VIP packages that I offer inside of my Discord. I offer 2 packages. I offer my video course, which is 20 educational videos. I'm going to teach you guys all of my ins and outs of trading and investing. It's a course that you guys can take that's going to teach you guys technical analysis. So if you guys see what I do with drawing on the charts and you guys want to learn how to do that full time, the course is going to be the thing for you. Now, on the alternative, I also offer the signals. Now, the signals are going to be the ability to copy my entire long-term portfolio. So where over 80% of my money is, you guys are going to get access to that, so you guys can immediately go ahead and copy that for the long term. On top of that, every single trade that I take, every new trade that I find, every new newsletter coin that I get from Tika, from all of these other ones, I post those immediately inside of my Discord as well. And so you guys are going to get access to not only my long-term portfolio where over 80% of my money is, but you're also going to get access to my entire every trade. Then you're also going to get access to my entire trading journal of all the other trades that I post. And then I also do private VIP videos that I only make for members inside of my signals. So if you guys would like to get access to that, the signals is the best bet. If you guys can actually purchase them together or separate. If you can only pick one, I always recommend going with the signals first, because the signals are going to be the way for you guys to get in, follow my trades before I ever post them on YouTube, and then make all of this profit with me. I post a lot of insanely profitable signals in there. A lot of members have made insane amounts of money, and you guys are going to be doing the same exact stuff. And I can tell you firsthand, as somebody that's been through the cycles, when you get in early, like we're at right now, which, you know, at this point we're running out of time for you to be early, but if you get in early, you guys are going to get access at the ground floor on some of the very best investments inside of the cryptocurrency space. Investments that I've spent a lot of time and education and dedication towards learning what ones are going to perform well, studying newsletters, paying for mentorship, all of this type of stuff. And so if you're a new guy, the best thing you're going to be able to do for yourself is set yourself up with all of the calls that I do, all the trades that I take, which all gets posted inside of my Discord. So once again, guys, links are provided for you in the description. You guys can purchase them together or separate off my website. Now, if you guys don't want to sign up for any of my VIP stuff, I do have a free ebook that's once again linked inside the description as well. This is going to be for new guys getting into the market that want to understand and learn a little bit more ins and outs of trading, to give them that extra step to go about being profitable. I've made this ebook for you, 38 pages long, full of a lot of exciting information that's going to teach you guys the ins and outs of trading and investing. On top of that, I've also got a 10-part quiz packed in there so you guys can go through, read all the contents of the ebook, and then quiz yourself so you retain all of that knowledge learned. Links are provided for you in the description. Make sure to go sign up for my VIP stuff and download that ebook today. And with all that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next video. As always, peace out.